Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
How is your week going?
It's going great. It flew by. Wow. It's already Thursday.
I know. And you messaged me that it's podcast day. I said, oh, that's right. It's Thursday already.
And woke you up from your slumber.
Yeah, my nap time interrupted.
Well,
what are we?
You're not going to be too grumpy about today's topic.
All right, hit it.
All right. So this was actually a question brought to me by a listener. So it's about what are the three? He only wanted 3 essential tasks that every business owner needs to do when they're just starting out. You know, they've kind of woken up to this world of online presence, and they realize that, you know, maximizing this channel will only lead them to tons more business.
So they're from 1994 is what you're saying?
No, they're doing business. This one in particular, doing business for years and years and years. Just he listens to the podcast and he just said, "Give me 3. Give me the 3 that."
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. Give me 3 that you know, we really every business owner or every company needs to take care of. Okay. So it's only 3, so easy to follow along, I hope.
I have taking notes.
Okay, good. All right, first one, of course. They're of course to me, but you know, who am I? Here we go. Website. You definitely need a website. And so that website, you know, can be built. We recommend on WordPress or Wix. You know, stay away from those website builders like Squarespace, or GoDaddy's web builder or whatever hosts their web builder. Not so good to use those. Stick with a WordPress or a Wix site because of all the kind of the SEO friendliness of both of those platforms. Okay? All right.
Now, question.
Yes.
You instructed me to ask a bunch of questions. So
okay.
All right. So can you just use, if this is all about Google, why not just use the Google website, their website builder, to drive business?
Right. So Jamie's referring to in your Google listing, there's in the left-hand menu, there's a website button. You can create a Google one-page site. So definitely you can, but for the long-term health of your business, a one-page site, we've talked about them in previous episodes, is just not going to cut it, in my opinion. So having a site that here should include a description of your service, right, on that homepage. So who you serve, how you serve, and where you serve, right? So that's that homepage. Other pages should be your service pages. So each individual service should have its own page. Of course, Jamie's favorite, the NAP, should be on those location pages or on your homepage if you're a one location business. So that's your name, address, phone number. Include that, you know, on your homepage or in your footer is fine. And a contact page. So the basic layout of your site, that sounds pretty simple, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You want it simple because you're talking to an algorithm. You know, part of this is, you know, there's 2 audiences for your site. One is humans. Yay. The other one is Google. So make sure that your site is Google friendly by just following that simple layout, which is homepage with a description of your business, services, how you serve, who you serve, and where you serve.
Well, I think there's a bit more to it than that, but I guess it's the first initial easy things.
Right. You want to, you know, you can spend anywhere from, you know, free to $20,000 on a website. So,
yeah,
but without one, you're not going to rank at all. So none of this other stuff's going to work. So You need one. It's essential. That's why it's on the list.
All right.
Next one. The second thing you want to make sure that you have done or you do yourself, are these foundational pages that are off of your website. So I'm talking about your Google My Business listing,
Okay.
your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, your Twitter page. These are all pages that actually Google expects you to have if you are a real business. So creating them and making sure that you fill out everything that you can on them with all of your, once again, your NAP, that kind of stuff. Super important.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's for Google.
That Google My Business page, if you don't have one and you're a local business, you're not going to rank locally. You're just not going to get a whole bunch of local business. It's so important. The other ones, your Facebook page or your Twitter page or Instagram, those are secondary in my opinion. That Google My Business page is so important for local lead generation. Super important.
And the Google My Business, as a business owner myself, I get emails almost every day for people that say, hey, we can load up your Google My Business with 55,000 reviews.
Wow.
How's that sound? And
that's scary.
Yeah, because they're not my customers, but they will say that I'm the greatest thing ever. So
yes. Well, be careful about doing all that kind of junk.
All right.
I forgot Yelp. You want to get a Yelp page too.
Oh,
but,
Yelp. Yeah.
You just don't, that review stuff. We can talk about that on another episode. Because there are pitfalls for doing that kind of stuff, but you can always spot these fake reviews. And guess what? Potential customers can too. I've seen I think the last one I saw that was funny was it was a plumber, and somebody said, this place makes really good cabbage. And I was like, 5 stars. Obviously a fake review.
Sure.
Eventually it'll get taken down. But that plumber, he has that fake review on his page. You got to take that stuff down, bro.
All right.
Just because in my opinion, that'll do more bad than good for your business. So, okay. Anyway, foundational pages, super important. Like I said, and fairly easy to create, but you definitely have to get those done.
Now, another quick question. You mentioned Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
So once I claim my page, how fast should I send my phone to voicemail?
0.03 seconds.
Because, man, they are relentless.
You need one of those swimming judges on the side of the pool with the clicker going. They're fast, man. They like business.
Well, and if whatever you sign up for, whatever that you're paying them, it's never enough. Give me the premium. Anyway, go ahead. Next.
For Yelp, if you're considering, when you get that call, you can always say no, thank you at the beginning. Calls. But the reason I don't recommend that, especially at the start of your business, is because even if you advertise, who's going to trust a business with 1 or 2 stars? It just doesn't make sense. And, Yelp has heard all that stuff. But if you have 20, 30, 40, 50 5-star Yelp reviews, by all means, think about, consider it. But, depending on your everything. But, definitely not when you have no reviews or under like 5 or 10. I wouldn't recommend it. All right. The last one is going to be kind of you're going to hate me for saying this. And that is, create a content creation strategy for your website and for all of those pages, Facebook, etc., that you just created. So what that means is once you kind of understand this online world, is they all thrive on consistent quality content. So if you just make a website and throw it up there, unless you're paying for Google ads, your website's not going to get a whole lot of interest unless you are creating content for it. You're saying to Google, hey, we have cool, this is a question that somebody's answering, somebody's looking for. If you create articles like that for your website, Google rewards you with site visitors. It's pretty much that simple. If you think about it like, a theme park. If that theme park doesn't make anything new every year, people are going to stop going to it. So you have to be creating stuff that is exciting and interesting on your website, and then on these other pages as well, like on your Google page, on your Facebook page, your Twitter page. They don't have to be massive, but they definitely it has to be done. If you're expecting people to come to your page organically, this is how it's done.
All right.
All right.
You believe it or not, I don't hate that.
Well, I know many companies who they spend 10 grand on a website, and then 3 months later they're like, after the website was done, we got a bunch of visits and all that stuff, and people called us and all that stuff. But now it's getting less and less and less every month, and they don't want to hear, well, afterwards you got to be making, you got to be creating stuff, and it's not like once a month kind of article, and it's not an article about your day, right? It has to be useful, and it has to be consistent quality content.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So those are the three main things that we recommend, that I think are essential for every business starting out: website, foundational pages, and content strategy.
Beautiful.
Strategy.
Right. Awesome.
So that's it.
All right. Very good. That's a lot of great information. And sorry again to the client who I just insulted at the beginning of the podcast. But...
He's got a thick skin, Jamie.
All right. Good. And please continue to share this podcast out to other business owners or web designers too, and SEO companies, because Adam could always use more competition. And he's giving away all his company secrets on this podcast. So make sure to give us 5 stars wherever you're listening to this, especially our friends on Spotify. And, and definitely, if you have a question about SEO and how it can help your business, go to our webpage, magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcasts section, and then you can search for any topic. And you can go back and listen to every single podcast we've ever done. So and guess what? It helps helps our SEO. So, all right. We will talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.